Hello, hello. Welcome to the Happy Hippie Intuitive. This is Nina, and I'm here to do the second part of all my angel decks. I have quite a bit of decks. I have about 300 oracle cards and 200 tarot decks. So this is part of a show and tell video collection that I'm doing. So you'll find a lot of those kind of videos on my channel. If you're interested in channeled work, in awakening process, communication with angels, star beings, and source energy, find my other channel called Pure Light Awakening. It will be in the description box below. Now, this is the second part of all these angel cards. You will find the first, I will link the first video also with this video at the end or also below, so you can see the first half if you haven't seen that. But let's get into the cards of today. These are some of them, but I have plenty more, so let's dive into it. Let's start with the Archangel Animal Oracle cards up here. That one, sorry. Okay, so grab yourself a cup if you need to have a cup of coffee or tea or a glass of wine or whatever. You know, I don't know what time you're watching this. Then pause the video and grab yourself a cup because we're going to spend some good quality time together and look at some beautiful, beautiful angel cards today. So let's jump into it. Okay, the first deck of today is the Archangel Animal Oracle card by Diana Cooper. This is a deck that I have used quite a bit. Beautiful, beautiful deck. I love this deck. And she is such a good teacher as well, Diana Cooper. Anyway, so this is the guidebook. Quite good information. It's almost 3 pages per card, so lots of good information here. Good guidebook. Now, this is the back of the cards. Beautiful, beautiful back, kind of purpley feeling to them. These are the images, and I love, love these images here. They are so beautiful, and they say the Archangel here, and then there's a message. I just want to check what the name of the artist is here. Let me just see if there is some information about the artist. Yes, here. Marjolaine Kruijt is an artist whose work is inspired by the beauty of nature. She was born in the Netherlands, hence the name, and you see her information here if you are interested. So that's always fun. A little shout out to the artists today. I just want a sip of water before I continue, people. Okay, so these cards, as I said, I have used quite a bit. I find them very beautiful. The colors are just so vibrant, and the images, I mean, come on. It's so, so beautiful. And the messages and the Archangel that's linked to it, you know, and you can find more information about the Archangels in the book, of course, and about the animals in the book. So there's all sorts of information in the guidebook itself. And of course, there is a message in here as well. So you don't need the guidebook to be able to read these cards. But man, look at these images. They're just gorgeous. So I really, really love the artist here. And as I said, color very vibrant, very live, very different colors. She's used kind of the entire color palette here in these cards. And of course, I love animals, so that's never a downer when there's lots of animals. I have a lot of animal decks as well. I will probably make a video about that as well one day. But look at these images here. Oh, I just adore this deck. It's the energy of this deck is just make me happy. It makes me, I really just, it makes my heart just open and flow, and I don't know what to say. I just love this deck. Plain and simple. If you read and you don't have this deck, then this is a must. And I also love the back and the color of the back. So that is that. Diana Cooper. She has made this deck, and I just adore it. Archangel Animal Oracle Cards by Diana Cooper. Okay. Now, if you haven't watched the first video, please do, because there was a little bit of a thread that I was starting up there, and I will continue in this. And it has to do with the woman who has made these decks, some of the decks I'm going to show you, which is Doreen Virtue. Now, I do believe that the decks that you have will have your energy on them. You are the master of your own cards, and also the decks is very much about the artist who has made the images on the cards. So for me, it doesn't matter if this particular author has decided not to work with oracle decks or angel cards anymore, okay? Just to have that said, that's my take on it. But if you don't like Doreen Virtue and her work, then you skip on to some of the other decks that I want to show you today. This is, however, Mary, Queen of Angels Oracle Cards by Doreen Virtue. And we will look at them. So the book is very much like all the other books that she makes. About 2 pages of each card, to the point information, and with the picture, so it's easy to find the information there. This is the back. Quite beautiful, quite different back, I feel. Gilded in gold, so beautiful. And this is kind of very just straight to the point message here, and then a little message here, and of course the image. And now let's see how many artists she has used for this one. She very often uses many, or used many different artists. Let's see if it says anything in the back of this book about the author. Has she written anything about the artist here? No, not anything about the artist there. Well, it says front cover design, Tricia Breitendahl, photo of Doreen. No, it really doesn't say anything about the artist there. Let us see here. Does it say anything about the artist here? That's very strange. Normally they have some information about the artist in the very back of her books here. So that's very strange. It's just about the author. Yeah, okay, there's not much I can do about that, people. I guess she didn't want to give a shout out to the artists in this deck here. It just says cover design, Tricia Breitendahl. That's pretty much it. Okay. Anyway, so these are the images. Kind of straight to the point, very, I would say kind of Christian images here. But so if that's something that bothers you, of course, then don't buy this deck. For me, I don't mind. I don't mind any religion or any faith. For me, it's about if I connect with the images or with the messages on the cards in general, okay? I mean, Mother Mary is, of course, someone, the energy of Mother Mary is more what I am considering with this deck, okay? The image of her holding her son, the image of her kind of innocence, that vibration, that energy that brings to this deck. So that's why I brought this deck in the first place, is that energy, okay? So if you are in need of that motherly and nurturing, soothing energy, then these are cards that you can use for that. Okay, so that's more or less why I bought this deck. And you might argue that these images are very Christian and all that stuff, and that's fine and that's okay. But, you know, there might be some good messages in this anyways, is my point. And as I said, your energy will be put on these cards, so they will become yours and not hers, okay? If you are kind of not so fond of the author here. So that's that. That's Mary, Queen of Angels by Doreen Virtue. Okay, moving on. Let's see. Now, I do have some other decks by the same author, I must say. I have, let's see, yeah, 3 of the archangels that are most known, Gabriel, Michael, and Raphael, and we're going to look at them. Let us look at Gabriel first. By Doreen Virtue, Oracle Cards, 44, as almost always. Let's see. The guidebook is quite slim in this one. More or less just 1 page per card. Now, this is the back, and these are, of course, messages from Gabriel, plain and simple. So, these images are very different again, so I have a feeling she's used different artists again. I have mentioned a lot of them in my first video, so you want to check that out there if you're interested. But there's kind of just a word on the top and a message on the bottom, and plain and simple, to the point, message from Gabriel. There might be many people out there who just love this card right here. Is one that I really truly adore. Anyway, so there are, of course, many people out there who connect with Archangel Gabriel, and so then this is quite a good deck to have, I think, my personal belief or feeling about that. So yeah, I mean, it's an oracle deck, it's an angel deck, it's Gabriel, that's it. And you put your energy on the cards, as I said, and so it becomes your deck. And if you communicate with Gabriel and ask him to give you messages through this deck, there are good messages here. So, and some of the images, as I said, are quite beautiful, and I like them. So, like this one here as well, I think is very beautiful image. I will have a quick look in the guidebook to see what what artists she has used for this deck. I love this one too. Very Christmassy, that one. So let's see here. Normally she puts the information about the artist in the back, but I have seen, of course, the previous deck she didn't. So about the author and nothing about the artists here again. Okay, very strange that. Cover design, Tricia Brighton doll again, but nothing about the artists. But anyways, that's what it is. So that's that. That's the Archangel Gabriel deck. I haven't seen any other Gabriel decks out there. So, and also her decks, of course, not in print anymore. So you might find these used, or you might find them very expensive, or you might find them in different languages actually for a good price. So that's that. That's Archangel Gabriel cards. Now let us look at the Archangel Raphael healing oracle cards. So if you are in need of healing, then these cards might be good. Now let us look at the guidebook here. Very typical 2 pages like so. Is there any information about the artists in this one? Yeah, here it is about the artists. So she uses many: Corey Wolf, Mark Wassman, Savannah Roy, Marius Michael George, she's used several times, Carol Hayer, Audrey Rawlings Arena, and Wendy Andrew were all the artists in this deck. So let us look at the back. Green, of course, with kind of the healing symbol here. Gilded, gold. And these are all green, and with an image and a message and just one short message on top. So very straight to the point, and I find some of the images quite beautiful. It is, of course, angel cards. It is on the Christian side, but I don't mind that. I don't mind any religion. So very straight to the point messages here. Not much to say about that. This one is quite fun with manuals. No, so I mean, either you like it or you don't. And if you have a relationship with Raphael, that energy or vibration of Archangel Raphael, then this is the deck to have, you know, plain and simple. So these decks that she made has been translated into many different languages. So even if you can't find it in English, and if you are from another country, then you might want to look up to see if you can find it in your own language, okay? But there might be some used ones that you can find on Etsy or Amazon or something. I do believe that Book Depository in England has some left that are in different languages, but not so many of the English versions, I think. But, you know, it might be that you find it in your local store, that they have a copy in the far back. You never know. So that's the Archangel Raphael Healing Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Now we have the Archangel Michael. So I have had a very good relationship with Archangel Michael, or the energy or vibration of that energy, for many years. This is the guidebook, 2 pages like always. I don't think she mentioned in this one. Corey Wolf, Mark Wassman, Savannah Roy, Marius Michael George, Howard David Johnson, Lisa Iris, and Carol Hayer are the artists of this deck. Okay. Now, again, gold gilded. This is, of course, the back, and these are the cards, and then they're all in kind of a deep blue purplish color. A message here, and then a kind of a prayer underneath, so you can use. Now the images are, some of them quite beautiful, like this one I really love. Some of them are very on the Christian side. I don't mind any religion, so that's okay with me. And some of them are, yeah, maybe not my favorite. But I mean, the energy of Michael is my favorite, or one of my favorites energies. So that's why kind of I wanted to hype this deck. And it is good information from him. I mean, you connect with his energy and you ask for his guidance. And that's when you pull the card, and he will guide you to pull the right card with the right message. The decks become your decks. You put your energy on them and you connect with whatever angel or energy you want to get your answers, right? So it really doesn't matter who wrote the book, kind of. What for me matters is the artistry of the cards, and of course the message, and the fact that I take my time to sink down and connect to get the right messages for me or for whomever I'm doing the reading for. So that's that. Okay, so that was the Archangel Michael Oracle Cards by Doreen Birch. Okay, now there are, you know, Doreen, she made a whole bunch of decks together with Radley Valentine. So I have one that's with Doreen and Radley, and the next ones I have is reproduced by only Radley Valentine. Okay, so this is the last deck with Doreen Birch's name on them, if you are one of those who do not want to see her decks. Okay, anyways, so excuse me, need some water. Sorry about that. Okay. Now this is a tarot deck. Archangel Power Tarot cards. I think maybe that Radley Valentine has made his own version with only his name on it, also of these cards, but I'm not sure, okay? You know, 1 to 2 pages on each card, quite a thick guidebook. Now, this is the back of the cards, quite beautiful, gilded. And this is the, you know, and all the different suits come in different colors. So it's easy to see the different suits here. Okay. So this is a very different kind of tarot deck, of course, because it has to do with archangels. And it says the name of the card, the name of the archangel, and then a message underneath. You can use them as a normal tarot. You can use them as an oracle card. You know, use them intuitively by just the image. Up to you. But here you see it's also like this one is with mermaids and stuff. So it's not just archangels. Yeah, so this is, yeah, the Knight of Gabriel. So they have their different suits, the 4 of the big kind of archangels here. But the major arcana has different archangels on them. So, yeah, so it's, Michael is the swords, of course. Ariel is, of course, the cups. Gabriel, I believe, is the wands, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm sorry to say. Raphael is, of course, should be the pentacles, about the body. So, yeah, I find the images beautiful. I find it fun and different because it is kind of a combination between angel cards and tarot. So you don't find many of them, so I find that this is quite interesting. I'm going through them quite quickly because the tarot deck is, of course, not just 44 cards, it's 78. So I have to go through them a little bit quicker, but I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of how the cards look, okay? Like this magician is really cool. No, so I mean, either you like it or you don't, you know, and I want to give a shout out to Radley Valentine, who, as you know, might have not felt too happy about the author of this deck here all of a sudden deciding that that's not good anymore. And he keeps on going, and he keeps, you know, producing new decks and reproductions of the older decks that he has been a part of. So I want to give a shout out to him as well. He kind of continues that work and keeps believing and having the faith and all. You know, kudos to that. But, you know, for sure. So anyways, no, so I find this deck quite interesting and beautiful, people. And this is a deck I do believe that you still can get because it's Radley Valentine. And if he hasn't reproduced this, then he might do that in the future. So this is the Archangel Power Tarot cards. Okay, by Radley Valentine and Doreen Virtue. Okay, so that was the last of the Doreen Virtue's deck for now. But I do have two reproductions, but in Radley Valentine's name. So this is the Angel Tarot cards by Radley Valentine. So this is also a tarot with angels. Quite fun. And so this is, he has actually depicted the picture of the artist on the back. Yoo-hoo! Finally someone who do that. Steve A. Roberts is the artist of this deck. Beautiful. Guidebook, 1 to 2 pages. Quite simple. This is the, oh, on the wrong way. This is the back. Very intricate, but very beautiful blue color for me. And these are the cards. So, again, very kind of fairy tale-y, angelic images. Very intricate images, actually. Different colors on the different suits as well in this one. A message here, and also different archangels on the major arcana. But here he has chosen to call it water, fire, earth, and air. And so it's easier maybe to find out what suit it belongs to. So I find these images quite beautiful and interesting. It's quite intricate, some of these images here. So that's fun, different, you know. Very many colors that he uses here. Very many different colors in one image. So like this one here. See that? So yeah, either you like that style, you don't, kind of, you know. And it's as I said, there isn't that many angel tarot cards out there. So this is interesting and fun for me. Again, going through the images a little bit quickly here because it's taking forever. With the tarot deck with 78 cards, you know, and I have another one that I have to go through as well before we get to some more oracle decks again. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through them a little bit quickly here. You get the idea of these pictures, right? So I don't want to have, I won't need enough time to go through all the decks here. So this is a deck that I believe Dorian Virtue had together with Radley Valentine in the beginning, but he reprinted them in his own name only, and with depicting the artist more. Anyways, so Angel Tarot cards by Radley Valentine. So moving on. Now, this is the last of the tarot decks, I believe. No, there's one more, but that's not Radley Valentine. Anyways, Angel Wisdom Tarot. This is quite new. That came out in, I believe, was it last year, 2021? Let me just have a double check on that. No, 2020, but still quite new. And this is also 2 pages with every card, but not pictures in it, okay? But I really, really love this deck right here. Now, the backs. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I really love the back here. And the colors of this back. Very fall kind of feeling for me. Now, this also has the different colors of the different suits, which is good. The cardstock is good. It slides very easy. It doesn't get hooked or kind of stuck to each other. So there's also the information of each card on the bottom here. You got the element here, and you got kind of the name of the card here. And some of them have what archangel they are connected to, okay? The major arcana cards at least have that. And some of the other cards as well. So they will see a U for Uriel here. But you will learn more about that in the guidebook, okay? So for me, no, that was a major arcana, was it? Yeah, anyways, no. So, I mean, this is a beautiful deck. I just love these images. Look at that. Isn't that just the gorgeous 7 of Swords? So, you know, for me, this is a beautiful, beautiful deck. I just love the artistry in this. And who was the artist? Did I forget to mention that? Sorry. I didn't have the picture on the back on this one, but let's see in the back if I can find the artist here. About the artist Dan Craig from St. Paul, Minnesota. He has, that's his website if you are interested. So beautiful, beautiful cards I find. And some of them also have the connection to the zodiac signs here. That's really cool. I love that. So yeah, no, really beautiful cards these. I must say, I really find them special, different. Like this one here, right? The 3 of Pentacles. So there you go. And again with the zodiac signs. So yeah, I love this deck. So this is a really, really good way of looking at the tarot from the angel perspective, and still kind of keeping it modern though. I mean, some of the images are quite modern, and I find that quite fun. I even have dragons in here. That looked a little bit hobbity for me. No, so I love it. I find it very interesting, and I have used it quite a bit in some of my readings, and will continue to do so because I really like this deck. So yeah, the only thing I have to say here is that I do believe that he has reversed the colors on this one. I do believe it's supposed to be a red cross on a white background and not the Danish flag, which this is, but well, never mind. It's supposed to be the English flag, not the Danish. But anyways, yeah. So this is a fun deck. I mean, look at this. Isn't that fun? So he has managed to make it also, some of the images, quite modern and quite fun. So yeah, a shout out to Rattler Valentine. This deck is really a good deck, I believe. And I love the images. I love the card stock, the feeling of the deck, the back of the deck, the fact that it's, you know, it's very modern as well as being old-fashioned at the same time. You know, look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? Look at that image. So, and a real shout out to the artist here as well. Really good job, I must say. So that's how I feel, people. I don't know what you feel about this deck, but I just really, really love this deck. I think it's really cool. So that's that. The Angel Wisdom Tarot. Whoops. By Radley Valentine's. Illustrations by Dan Craig. Okay, moving on. Yes, now. Okay, so we're going to go to one very interesting deck. Angels of Atlantis Oracle Cards by Stuart Pearce, author of The Alchemy of Voice, illustrated by Richard Crooks. Okay, open up, please. Open up. Way, there you go. Okay, so the guidebook is quite simple, if you will, to the point. You know, there you go. This is also a mass production. It has an ISBN number, so it must be. But you can also find theangelofatlantis.com there. So this is the back. Angel of Atlantis. It says on the back, plain and simple, beautiful, with the image here. So these are the cards. It's an archangel, and it's a message or a short message or a word on the bottom. That's it. But the images are quite special, and it's a black kind of border around it, so that's kind of interesting for me as well. So these are very different cards, I feel. They're kind of more, I get more kind of a cosmic feeling with these cards for some odd reason. I don't know if you feel the same. But yeah, you know, if you need to connect and find out, for instance, what angels you have, if you feel like there's an energy close to you and you want to know, okay, which angel is it, then maybe this is a deck you can bring out. Or if you want the angels to give you some advice, or if you just need a meditation kind of image where you go into kind of the image to meditate, you know, you can use this deck in many different ways, I feel. So, very different deck, isn't it? I mean, yeah, for me at least. So I really like this deck. And I, as I said, have this cosmic feeling about it. It's very much about the planets, about the sun, about the stars. Very connection to that, not just the angels, kind of. So, yeah, I like that. That's just me, maybe. So, whether you, I don't know if you like it or not, you can feel free to comment below. If you have any questions or any views on these decks that I'm showing you, please comment in the comment section. Okay, so that was the Angels of Atlantis Oracle cards. Okay, let's move on now. This one, Archangel Oracle cards by Diana Cooper. Diana Cooper has made many decks, and she is really, really good at what she does. I know that she has a Facebook page, and I do believe she has a YouTube channel as well. So here it is, 2 pages per card with pictures, so quite a good guidebook. I must say. And this is the back, kind of purple and gold, so very simple but beautiful. And these are the images. Now, the Archangel here and with a message there, plain and simple, but very beautiful artwork as well. Does she say what art? Yeah, Jane Delaford Taylor. So that's the artist of this deck here, okay? So this is also quite a new deck. When did it come out? Let me just check here real quick. 2021, so it came out, I believe, last fall, okay? I'm filming this in February 2022, so this is from 2021, so last fall for me. So beautiful images, very, very vibrant colors, I feel. Some of the images, though, has kind of a dullish kind of coloring, and I don't know why, if that's the print or if that's, you know, meant to be that way. Love this Archangel Michael, very powerful. Yeah, so I love these cards here. I feel like the images are beautiful. The messages are simple and to the point. Yeah, the colors are vibrant, but beautiful, you know. And the images here is just, yeah, I just love this deck. Yeah, so comment in the comment section what you feel about this deck, if you like it or not. But I do. So I have used it a little bit already in some of my readings. And I will continue using this deck, of course. And Diana Cooper is someone to look into. She's a darling woman. A wise woman. She's a teacher as well, I believe, if anyone was interested. British. So there you go. Diana Cooper deck. She has made many decks, so you can Google her if you want to. This is a mass production. So Archangel Oracle Cards, Diana Cooper. Okay, let's see. Now let us move over to Angels Among Us. This is quite a fun deck. Victoria Maxwell, illustrated by Ellie Grant. Okay, this is a very modern, young, vibrant, cool deck. Okay, this is the guidebook. Very good information, easy to find with the pictures and all. Beautiful guidebook. This is the back, kind of a neon pink with the purple or indigo color, and it's edged in pink. Very fun. Now it's a number, it's the Archangel's name or the angel's name, and there are some words here on each card. They are modern looking, they are fun, they are from all over the world, these images. All skin tones, all religions, very inclusive. So I just love this deck. And I have been using it for quite some time now. I think it came out last year in 2021, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see real quick here if it says anything on the back. No, I'll find it afterwards. Anyways, no, I just love these images here. Young people, old people, this image is so fun. Doesn't it look like, I mean, if you have seen Game of Thrones, doesn't this look like Jon Snow? It just... For me, or Kit Harington, I believe his name, the actor, I believe his name is Kit Harington. Doesn't it look like him? That just reminds me of Jon Snow. Anyways, no, so kind of hippie looking angel here, and now I just adore this deck. I find it so fun and beautiful. Oh, someone's gone upside down here. Very young, very modern, very cool, and very fun. I just love that. So yeah, either you love it or you don't, but you know, and it's very easy with all this just little words here on each card as well, so you don't really need the guidebook, but I choose to use it anyways. But oh, I just love this deck. Okay, so let's see, when was this made? I believe it came out last year, but let's check. It should say here, but it does, yeah, 2021. So quite a new deck as well. So that I highly recommend, people. Okay, Angels Among Us by Victoria Maxwell and illustrations by Ellie Grant. Okay. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so we have this one, Guardian Angel Reading Cards by Debbie Malone, illustrated by Amalia I. Chitulescu. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. So this is quite a good guidebook. It's quite a good information. It got the picture of the card, you know, beautiful big guidebook there. So kudos on that. Beautiful back. Look at that with angel feathers on it. I love that back. This is of course one deck that I like to use in my pick-a-card. Anyway, so this is just a name of the angel, but it's the kind of because it says angel of challenges, so you understand that this has something to do with challenges. But of course the rest of the information in this very good guidebook if you want to, or read it intuitively just by the image. Okay, angel of health, angel of past lives. So you know, you get the word here that you kind of need and the feeling of the image. And I love the images. I think it's fun. It's very modern as well, this deck. Very different. Debbie Malone has made, she's made the next deck that I'm going to show you as well, which is kind of similar. But anyways, no, you know, Angel of Encouragement. I just love the feeling of this deck here. Angel of Communication. You see a couple here that's kind of struggling and they're getting some angel help in their relationship. So you can read this just by looking at the image, and I love that. You know me, I love that. Angel of Power is kind of a Supergirl. So yeah, so you see why I love this deck, right? I think it's really fun. I think Debbie Malone did a really good job with this one. I have used it for some readings, but maybe not as much as I want to. So I think I'm going to put this on the top of my stack here. So I will use them in the near future. So that's that. Beautiful, beautiful deck. So that's that. Guardian Angel Reading Cards. Okay, so that's that. I'll put that on top over here. Now, the next one is also by Debbie Malone and Amalia E. Chitulescu. It's called Angel Reading Cards. Not Guardian Angel Reading Cards, but just Angel Reading Cards. When you believe in angels, anything is possible, it says here. So, the guidebook is the same, just as good. Big picture, lots of information. Love the guidebook, have to say. Okay, the image of the back is also very beautiful. It's got angel wings and it's kind of a soothing pinkish, reddish color there, or purple. These are the images, and it's kind of the same thing. Angel of Alignment. So, but different kinds of images, and here you of course have the kind of a gold edge on it as well. So these are the images. Fun again. Angel of Release. You know, there's lots of names or words on here, and then you just release all of them at once with that balloon. Now, so kind of a fun way of looking at different things. A little bit different than the other deck, I must say, but beautiful images, fun. Yeah, I just love this style here. It's really interesting for me. Very different from many other decks that I have. Modern, as you can see, you know, with the clothing and all here. Look at that. Angel of Families. Angel of Clairaudience. So angels whispering in your ear. So yeah, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So I've used this also in my readings and will use it more in the future as well. Most definitely. Parking Angel. When you need parking karma, huh? That's fun. Yeah. No, I mean, modern and fun deck. Debbie Malone, and she's good at what she does here. I really like this. So, fun. Okay. I highly recommend this deck. So, Angel Reading Cards by Debbie Malone, art by Amalia Chitulescu. Okay. So that's that. Now we have 3 decks left only. No, 2 decks left only now. So one is an Angel Tarot. Now this is quite new, I believe, or at least was new to me. It's by Jane Wallace. She has also made quite a bit of tarot decks. This is the book. It's quite good. You know, to the point information about the minor arcana, and the major arcana has a lot more information, as you can see here. Beautiful, beautiful guidebook, I must say. Okay, so she always does it that way. All her guidebooks are the same. Now, let us look at, did it say what artist it was here? I want to see if I can see if there's information about the artist here. In the beginning, did it say on the cover? No, it didn't. Design and illustration, Seco Books. Designer Emily Breen. Illustrator Janet Chui. Illustrator Janet Chui. Okay. So, wanted to give a shout out to all the artists as well here. Look at this back. Fun, beautiful, very vibrant colors. Okay, I have to speed it up a little bit, but this is the images. Beautiful, different, vibrant colors. As you can see, up to 1 to 10 in every suit is just a number of swords or a number of cups, so, you know. But the major arcana and the court cards are, of course, beautiful images. So I find it very beautiful. I find it fun because, as I said before, there's not that many tarot angel decks. So this for me is interesting, okay? And I find the images beautiful. I find the color palette in this deck very beautiful. I like it. That's just me, you know, take it or leave it. It's plain and simple, not that intricate imagery, but beautiful. You know, kind of feminine feeling I get also in some of these images, or the coloring especially. So, yeah, I'm not going to look at every single image in this one. You get the idea, especially with these 1 to 10 suit cards. So that's that. You know, Jane Wallace does it like that in every deck, by the way, where the suit cards only have the numbers of swords or cups or whatever in them, okay? But there's different images, of course, in the court cards and in the major arcana, okay? So that's kind of the way she does it. So that's the Angel Tarot by Jane Wallace, okay? Now, for the last deck of today. 5 minutes left. The Archangel Metatron Self-Mastery Oracle Cards by Amanda Ellis. Artwork by Jane Delaford Taylor. Okay. Amanda Ellis is a British teacher and I believe psychic medium that lives in England. Now, she has a Facebook page, and she has she's on Instagram, and she has a YouTube channel, quite big YouTube channel, so you can find her work and her teachings and energy updates and such there. This is the guidebook. Very, very good guidebook. She has a lot of information. Amanda is also a color therapist, and she also makes sprays. So I don't know if you've seen some of my readings, but every now and then I let people pick from the sprays. And so I spray them kind of in the reading as well. So I have lots of her sprays, which is made by crystals and a flower essence. And they have been put out in the moonlight, sunlight, all that stuff. You'll find it on her page, okay? Anyways, this is the back. Quite beautiful, gilded. And these are the images. Now it just kind of says the name of the card, the number, and a little message on the side of these cards. Okay, so these are the images. Quite easy breezy images, yes. To the point. But with Amanda, it's very much about the colors, okay? And also about the geometry very often in different pictures here. So, the color blue here, for instance, like... You know, so very much about that, and also, of course, the imagery itself and the message, but very much about the colors. So either you like this style or you don't, kind of. I find them very interesting. I find them beautiful. I know Amanda a little bit by following her channel for some time. I haven't been following her so much lately, but, you know, I've learned a lot from her regarding colors and also regarding the sprays because I have them. So I really wanted to have this deck because of that. Now, again, you see that some of the images have been kind of muted, kind of almost like there's a gray kind of shimmer over them. And that's too bad. And that happens sometimes in decks when they're made. But most of these cards are vibrant and nice and shiny and all that stuff. So, yeah, you know, and she is also someone who channels Metatron, Archangel Metatron. So she knows a lot about him and his work and is connected to him and gets information from him. So that's kind of her. That's Amanda Ellis. So, I mean, either you like it or you don't. I find it quite interesting and different. Did this come with the deck? I'm not sure if that's one of mine. I don't remember. But I put it in like so. It might have come with the deck, actually. No, anyway, so I like her work. I like her personality. Not everything she posts on YouTube is something I agree on, but that doesn't mean that she is not a good teacher and makes beautiful cards and beautiful sprays and all. So, you know, yeah, take it as it resonates. But anyway, so that's the Archangel Metatron Self-Mastery Oracle by Amanda Ellis. Artwork by Jane Delaford Taylor. Okay? So that was kind of the last deck that we had for today. So, you know, that was 2 videos of some of my angel cards. Not some, all of my angel cards. Don't lie, Nina. So I hope you appreciated this video. And again, if you haven't watched the first one, then hop on down to the link below, or I will link it at the end of this video so you can get the first part. I also have lots of other cards that I show in other videos I made. And if you like readings I do, then find that. Or if you like channeled work, then you hop on over to my other channel. That's also linked below. But thank you so much for being part of this show and tell today. I hope you appreciated it. If you did, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Click the bell so you get notified every time I upload a new show and tell video. Okay, people, thanks for today. And until the next time, I'll see ya. Bye.